G'day, today we're going to have a look at level 33 in Train Valley 2. This one's named Tibet. To get 5 stars, we have 18 minutes. We can't stop any trains and we have to avoid train crashes. I would say we've got a bit more lenient here because this is a bit tough. We've got 3 different stations. We've got 10 workers up here, 12 down here, 12 up there. This guy wants 12 books, this one wants 6 books and 10 boards. This one wants 10 boards and 15 rubber. So what we want to do to start off here is just get them to their easiest accessible other station. So this guy who's being difficult at the moment, we will send up over the hill there. He can do rubber. This guy doesn't have anything useful nearby, so he can do books. And this guy will send all the way across here, and he can do lumber. So what we'll do is we'll just start with the 2 that actually can make their resource at the moment. We'll just get them chugging on their way. And once that first one arrives, then we'll send this one. Just on a side note on this, I've recently visited Tibet, not in research for this game, just as a holiday separately, and I can say it is very beautiful. This building down here that they've made is Patala Palace in Lhasa. If you ever do get the chance, it is worth seeing, or even if you've never Googled it, it's worth just having a look at pictures of that to have your mind blown. So what we'll do is we'll get our next set of guys up here, and because this guy's already done basically with his duties, what we will do is just make him a connection to another station in that one, which he can send another 10 guys to. So those 10 can go in there. What have I got there? So once this guy arrives, then I will send the first 10 logs up to the boards as well. We need 20 boards in total for this one, but we will need about 38 logs because we also need logs to make the paper down here. So once this guy arrives, we'll send those first 10 logs. There's a lot of waiting in this one, especially in the early stages, so we'll just speed it up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll send on our next 10 guys. One sort of handicap in this level is the trains, because you've only got 4. You definitely do want to up that sooner rather than later, but they are 50,000 each, so it is a tall order to get them. So what we'll do is we'll send our next 5 guys from there over that way, and then as soon as this guy arrives, then we'll send our final 10 wood over there. So at this point you can see our rubber can't do anything but wait till we can connect it to the mainland. So that's what we'll want to do next. We'll build a bridge here, and we will connect that there, and then move this one up there. Once this guy's in a safe distance, we'll send this guy too, because we don't want to. You want to be a bit more lenient in how long you think it is between when a train's going to pass a point where another one's going to reach, because yeah, we can't stop a train at all in this one. So I do find that the easiest way to do it is you have trains flowing in the same direction whenever you have trains on the move. So we'll just pause again for a second just to see how we can go in our build here. We'll get that one going, we'll connect down here, and then connect there. Beautiful. So our rubber is now ready to go. So once this guy passes as our last set of wood, we will move our rubber into place. So might use a few of the guys from up here, just because the second half of this is going to be heavy on this bottom half. So these are going to be the priority workers for a while. So we might just try and make life a bit easier for them and use guys from further up in the map. Okay, so while we're doing We can't do anything else, I suppose, because we're using all the trains at the moment. The good news about using the trains is it means we are creating that bit of a buffer that by the time that this next train that we're going to build makes it to here, there should be the full room for him, as opposed to him like burning out on because there's too many resources already in the station. Now we won't use these guys for this last train because we do need to make more rubber. We are going to need 18, and we currently only have 9 being made there. So what we'll do is we'll start sending wood back home here. And once this guy is sort of in a comfortable spot, we'll send this guy down there. Okay, now that's our 15 rubber all in place, good to go. So we might send this wood home as well, just to get it out of the way. So we'll send those 2 loads down here. Now, while that's happening, we'll continue on in our build. So we just need to make sure that they're going to go to the right spot. Beautiful. And we'll just pause for a second as well, just because we can't have any trains collide, and we just want to make sure we are giving it the proper attention. So we've just got that connected there, and then we just need to swing this around. Actually, it doesn't need to connect that way, so it can connect there. Now what that means is that we can have our wood start moving as well. So we'll start moving these guys down this way. And we'll send some more guys over that way. And we'll just give it a break again for that extra wood, and we will use the guys from the top here just to offset using these 15 again, just better safe than sorry. Okay, so we will need 18 in total down here. So once these, because we're using all our trains at the moment, once this guy arrives, then we'll send more wood, and I'd say there should be a big enough distance between that wood being sent and this guy here that we won't be wasting any wood. But because we only need 18, it's not as big a crime really, because we can have 2 burn off the end if need be. Alright, goes our next one. Send one more of them that way. It's probably a mistake. So I probably needed that train more than I needed that rubber, which I don't think I need at all actually. Alright, so that, now you can sort of see what I mean at the moment. So all my trains at the moment are flowing down into this section. And that's what I mean. So then, like, this rubber will just stay here until I then go the other way, and so trains start flowing back out of this area. Okay, so that'll be all the trains that we need to supply this. So the next thing that we want to do is supply this. So we'll just pause again for a second. We'll build that there, and we'll build this guy here. And we'll build like that. So once someone arrives, we will send, we'll go the rubber first because the guys are so close. We may as well get the rubber on its journey. But because that's all our rails built as well now, it means that we can start buying more trains to speed things up. So when the next train arrives, I'll send these guys, and they should still beat that guy to this corner by a mile anyway, so it was reassuring as a good move to send the rubber first. Alright, so he's on his way. That's enough money that we can buy another one, so we'll send this guy down on his way. We'll just correct that and correct that. There's a big enough gap in here too that I can send another set of workers on in front of this guy. Now the hope here is that we've done enough of the building of this one that by the time that this one arrives we're not going to lose any of our build. So we need these guys to arrive, and then after that we've got these guys, and then we'll follow them up with, so that's 10, that's 15, here's the 20, so we do our 20 workers as well, which we'll just put on behind this one. Again, mainly we're going to use these guys from here for the electricity, so that's why we're not using them too much. Okay, so as these guys start to arrive, what we'll do is we'll send our paper up. So first 2 sets of paper. We'll just make sure that the paper path is correct. We'll also send that just so we don't forget. So we'll send him. Now that he's passed that point, we'll turn that, and we'll sort of get this guy in this tunnel. Jump the gun there, but that's alright, I think. I think we've got plenty of room. And we'll send him, and we'll send him. And once this guy is passed here, we will send 10 guys down to do the electricity. Now the only risk here is we don't want to overflow we don't want to send these guys too early to be burnt. So what we'll do now is we'll just start sending our rubber to have that done. Great, so there's our 15 rubber, which means behind that we can send our paper. We just want to make sure that once this guy goes through that we can then just turn this arrow up here. And we've only got the 9 of those, but that's fine because we only need to make 18 and we've already got 10 of the capacity to make 10 over there. Okay, so we now turn that back this way. We then send some guys from here in here. We'll only do the 1 just because that does seem a little bit tighter to send a second one after it. So we'll send our 9 glue. But once this guy passes this point, we'll send our other workers through. There we go. Okay, then what we want to do is get our electricity going. And we'll just send all 15 guys that are here for good measure. Okay, now once this guy arrives, we've got to get our first load of books out of here. And we'll send them to the one that we've only got to send 1 to. It is the slightly closer point, and normally I would say send to the further away one, but because we've got to send 2 lots to the further away one anyway, We probably just want to make sure we set our tracks right for this one, and then we can change them once this guy's gone through, and have them correct for the final two. So we've got that all set there. We'll just double check to make sure we haven't forgotten anything anywhere else. No, we're good, and we'll double check one more time to make sure that's good. So now what we can do is just sort of fast forward, send those 6, just keep an eye on them and make sure they do go. They can't collide into another train because they're none up. So that's looking very good. We've got 3 minutes to get this last one going. There they are. 2, 3, double check again, run him through. There we go, 5 stars. Definitely a few practices on that one just to get, I guess, the rhythm of it. Once you sort of have seen what the layout of it is, it's not too bad to understand the design. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And if you're just, I guess, curious on the world rankings, there they are. But yeah, anything else? If you had a different strategy to this one, I'd love to hear it as well. Feel free to mention that. But until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.